Um, so I guess I'll just do it. If there's something that I need to be corrected in my statement, then fix it for me. So
In the middle of
apparently
it,
there,
yeah. Go
yeah,
ahead.
just correct me, Montes, because you probably know what's going on more than I do because I woke
Yeah,
up.
I mentioned it yesterday, and I
Yeah.
couldn't. Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
So apparently during, I think it was this morning, right? It
Mhm.
was this morning. There were apparently allegations that were confirmed to be true by a top player known as Nairo had sexual interactions with Captain Zack.
Who's gay?
The hell?
He was
Yes.
gay. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gay.
Okay.
He was. But okay, or I guess I can just say because I know a lot more context about these
You
people.
know a lot more. If there's something
Yeah.
I'm missing, then fill it in the
So
statement.
his name is Naru by Kozaba, and back
Nairo.
then, like this was about 3 years ago.
Mhm.
In Dreamland.
There used to be this game called Smash 4. So this was before Smash Ultimate, the game that we're playing right now.
Mhm.
There
Yeah.
used to be Smash 4, and there used to be a lot of competitions for those things.
Yeah.
They attended this competition called CEO Dreamland.
Mhm.
Now, Captain Zack was 15 years old,
Mm.
and they were in the same. And Nairo and Captain Zack were in the same hotel
Mhm.
together, and
Yeah.
there's a whole DM about it, and basically they got intimate with something, and yeah, they had sex
Oof. All right.
pretty much, and they both, and then it kind of happened, and then they just casually went on. There's
They
like a
both
whole
went there
DM about it. There's
separately.
some pretty disturbing details. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if I should get into those if you're in
No,
this.
fine. I'd rather not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
very.
Leave sleeping dogs lie. I don't feel like knowing that right
And
now.
then
Yeah.
after that
Anyway,
happened, there was a bribe.
Mhm.
There's a bribe that
Hey, what's
okay,
up,
so
guys?
Alright.
Okay,
hold
so
on, hold on,
sorry
hold
if
on,
I
We're
hold
joined a
on.
trying to
little late.
explain it to we're trying to
We're
explain
trying
it
to
to
explain
you.
it. Yeah, we're trying to explain
Mhm.
Okay.
it. So the thing, like, you would think Nairo couldn't live with this, right? Like, obviously somebody would tell, right?
Mhm.
Well, Nairo blackmailed Captain Zack by sending him $2,000 to keep quiet.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Now,
that.
Captain
Mhm.
Zack is also been known to I feel like this is the reason why they blackmail they have like this black they had this blackmail war going on with each other. I got to that point because Captain Zack blackmails people, so I think
Mhm.
Nairo was sort of blackmailing him back, but at the same time he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Mm.
He shouldn't have done that. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I know about Captain Zack and Nairo. But pretty much Nairo came out to say that he was sorry and that there's like a whole apology about it. And I knew somebody he was going to eventually apologize, and I knew Twitter wasn't going to take it really
Mhm.
very fondly. So
Yeah,
yeah, and
Twitter
everybody
is just
got pissed
very
off.
Yeah,
Twitter was very
Twitter.
ruthless. They're very ruthless.
Yeah,
Very
I
ruthless.
They're like a
responded to his.
pack of hungry
Twitter
lions.
has
Like
no
literally,
mercy.
There
It
was a
doesn't
guy to a
matter.
tweet basically saying what he
Nairo
did
was
was.
fresh meat, and basically you just dropped Nairo was the meat, and Twitter was the lions, and you basically just dropped a piece of meat
No, but
like the
the
lion
thing
pen.
that's
Hell yeah.
confusing about the situation is that instead of having comments with thousands of likes condemning him, the first thing I saw was, "It's okay, Nairo, we forgive you." I mean, obviously that person was
Yeah,
condemned
what
as
the hell?
well,
That's not
but
fair.
like, no,
I don't forgive
that
him for
was
that,
That's like
dude. That's
we
disgusting.
no.
Yeah, there's a lot of other things that I've seen on Twitter. Yeah.
also that's just not it's not just one person. It was multiple other people as well.
Yeah,
And then,
that's just one of
and
the
then
stories.
immediately after Captain
No,
Zack.
no. I responded to his tweet basically saying what he did was unforgivable and that
I mean,
he's disappointed everybody, including me and the community.
it's
I
Yeah.
so weird to think like he's been hiding this for this long and no
Yeah,
one
I don't know how
knew.
we can live with that. But I was about to say that what's it called? What was I gonna say? As soon as Captain Zack spoke about it, even though he was was to keep his mouth shut because of the thing.
Mhm.
Even though he did the right thing now. Yeah, Nairo's account immediately got basically deleted, and the only room there is his apology, which apparently he's seeking help for
Mm.
something.
Apparently. What?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just Nairo that's a problem.
Yeah,
It's this other chick.
stories. There's a few. No, there's more.
And this
There's
is
even more to that.
There's even
yeah,
more.
there's
There's
way
even
more stories. So
There's
basically,
Kitaro. Do you want?
it's
So
basically
far.
been revealed that there's this woman who sexually assaulted a 14-year-old boy
Yeah.
over the internet,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Not the internet. Over in real life, there's a video.
in real life. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, real life.
You can
That's
let me
really bad.
I'll let you. If you can let me explain. There's.
Yeah, but it's just
I can explain.
yeah. Wait, but
So,
can I say something really quickly?
Go ahead.
It's so weird for like double standards on so many things and like
Yes.
how that's like sexual harassment, like all the double standards in there.
Yeah.
You're not
It's
right about that, Walter.
Yeah, it's just so like puzzling because like if it was a different situation, then like maybe Nairo wasn't like the victim. It could have been Captain Zack, but you know, society sometimes just takes it differently depending on what's going on in the situation.
Captain Zack was the victim.
Exactly,
Captain Zack
that's
is the
why.
victim.
But like in a different world where a different situation happened, this could have been different, and it would become a double
So like,
standard.
if Captain Zack was a girl, then it would be like way different, huh?
Yeah, then it would be even worse because it's like wow, it's like he just
that's the double
raped
standard
a
that
girl.
we live in. There's like the fact that that one female Smash player raped this 14-year-old boy, and still, well, I mean, she's getting heat for it, yeah, but not as much heat as Nairo's getting.
Well,
It's,
no,
wait. Oh
that's
crap!
true.
I picked random.
Aren't necessarily as related. Well,
That's
no,
fine,
not
that's
really.
just-
That's not the
talking
correct
about-
word. They're not that related. That's not the
Oh,
right word. It's like it's just different. Also, why'd you get Joker?
I picked
What are
random.
you guys playing right now? Anyway,
playing
Senpai, that
not really
thing's been
focusing
going
on
for
this.
like a few days now because Pepe came out about it.
Mhm.
But
overpowered.
that's his name. Pepe's now 18. He was 14,
Okay, that's
so
like a
that was like
Joker.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
And something also disgusting is that you can look up
I will
videos
say this: he's
of
very,
her
he's very,
freaking wrapping
very
her
tight.
arms-
Like his
wrapping
movement.
her arms around Pepe. I've seen the videos; they're disgusting.
Uh,
She has her arms wrapped around him, like, and then holding like their boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, I'm so.
That's just yeah, I know it's
Oh, yeah,
disgusting.
that.
Have you seen
It's as
those videos?
disgusting as if it
Oh,
were a
yeah.
man. If it was a man and a freak. Oh, I got Arsene. Cool.
Anyway, yeah. Back to the yeah. I guess all I want to say for like the Nairo and Captain Zack thing was that what's it called? I don't know why, like. Captain, like they both kind of fell into it, and then now the adult takes the blame, basically.
yeah.
So yeah, I did Captain
Like,
Zack.
that
felt
situation is
confident.
pretty weird.
He feels like I know, like I feel like it's partially his fault as well because he feels so entitled as a child to just be like, like in the DMs he was like, so this happened,
your
and
punish.
I did this, and I did this, and I did this to Nairo. I did this to Nairo. I also did this to Nairo.
Yeah,
And I'm not even gonna say it, but basically he licked his His
thingy, it's thingy.
he seems so freaking proud about it as well. Like
Yeah,
they both
she doesn't.
seem
She
proud
doesn't.
about it.
She doesn't seem sorry. She hasn't apologized for it either. That's the disgusting
Wait,
part.
what?
No,
I don't-
let's talk about something
Who's
else.
she?
Talking about something else.
She-
This is the
Something else.
this is what
sorry.
Nairo.
Captain Zack's a guy as well. They're both guys.
Yeah, I know they're both guys. I mean,
And
it's in
then
the name.
Senpai's something different. It was there was no.
Yeah, I know it's something different with senpai.
There was no
with senpai.
intercourse. There was only oral in
Well, still,
Senpai.
that's still sexual
That's still
activity.
bad.
That's
Anyway,
still really bad.
Yeah.
It's still really bad.
Yeah, that thing was pretty bad. That's all I'm gonna say. Is just that was pretty bad. Anyway,
I heard there was like a dispute because like doesn't Senpai like live in Canada or something? Doesn't she live in Canada?
I don't know where she lives.
No, I think I'm thinking of the wrong person.
What's it called?
One of them lived in Canada. Is it Nairo or Senpai?
Nairo lives in Tri-State.
Yeah, isn't it New Jersey?
I don't know actually, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know where Captain Zack lives, but he was banned from competitive because he blackmailed Ally in LA, and Captain Zack had a
I
thing
suck
back
at
then.
poker.
Ally, like for context, Ally was banned from competing as well because he had a relation with Captain Zack. So I feel like Captain Zack has already gotten 2 people in trouble. That's already one.
Well,
And,
he has a
Well,
reason
not,
to
well,
because
not
he's
really.
been-
Yeah, not really in trouble. More like he's just been the target.
Mm.
yeah,
So
but
like all
yeah,
this is like
you're
came
right.
out like right now or something, or like a few days ago.
This was
Sorry,
like
what?
It like
just
it like
today.
started.
This was
it-
today.
Yeah, like
This
it
was last
started.
night, actually. No, not today. Last night.
No, some of it started a few days ago, but it's like been more popping up today.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's really bad. It's like really freaking bad.
And
Oh,
people
no.
are like, okay, so now going to the senpai thing. Some people are like, she hasn't apologized yet, and this has been going on for 2 days for her thing.
Yeah.
And people are like, you have to apologize. You have to apologize. Look, she's just standing there looking at her own Twitter file, and she's not even apologizing. And I'm thinking to myself, what is she gonna say? She knows she messed up. And
Well, she has to at least say
if
something.
she says things,
Well, at least say something instead of being a burden.
she probably knows that she messed up, and she's trying to get like a lawyer or something to get her out of it. That's probably why she's not saying anything. But
Alright. Right
Anyway.
She
there.
might not be saying anything because she doesn't want to say anything that can get her in more trouble. Because at
That's
this
what I'm
point,
saying, it might
because at
worsen
this
her
point, anything she says will pretty much like convict her of anything. You know?
Yeah.
So I guess
Yeah.
it's strategy just to keep quiet.
Well,
for-
at least she'd be honest about it. Like if she was honest about it and admitted her faults, then I guess it wouldn't be as bad as
think-
lying and saying, "Oh, I didn't touch that boy."
I think if she
Yeah.
was like genuinely sorry about it, like she actually felt bad, then like I get, she would still get in a lot of trouble. But I mean, like she would get in less trouble. Not really, but like people.
Well, she won't be. It won't make. It won't really make her situation worse.
Yeah,
It'll just be like,
it can't make her situation any worse than it
Yeah,
will.
exactly.
That's what I mean. Because if she doesn't say anything other than that, then like she's practically dooming herself. If she doesn't show that she's genuinely sorry about it,
yeah,
then she's pretty much also convicting herself by staying silent. And
exactly. She needs to at
she
least
needs
say
to
something.
something. Because if she says nothing, people will think she
point.
doesn't care.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. She needs to at least say something. At least apologize. That's the least she can do.
She has to say the right words. Like she has to say the right words if she is going to apologize, and I don't think she's gonna.
Yeah.
She has the ability to say those right words. I don't know why.
Because if you do mess up an apology, that can just make a situation a lot worse.
Yeah.
So either way, you lose.
But
Probably.
it's her fault for raping that kid anyway. So
Yeah.
that's the problem.
It's just these people are bad people, and we're slowly trying to cleanse the community for Smash. Those things.
Yeah.
I think it's like we posted this. I can share this with you guys. I can post it in the Discord here. Ludwig, he's not really into the Smash community like too much. He kind of he does like a lot of other things. Like he's not like he can be part of the Smash community and then kind of like drift off away from it to do other things. He's not really like a professional player at it, things like that. He's just a regular person, part of the community. He
Yep.
said that, you know what? These are people that just play video games. That's all they're like good at, or
Yes.
like they just play video games.
I mean, true.
That didn't mean that they were ready to take leadership. They probably weren't even ready to, whatever he says. Like they probably weren't even ready to take leadership, and I think, and what they did was bad. That's what he also said, and he said, you know what? If we get these people out of the community, that's a good thing for the community.
Yeah.
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 All right. So.
Yeah, I know it's bad. I mean, this is like another issue of like July 2020 already striking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus, June 2020 sucked. We knew that. I hope July 2020 is better, and then immediately on the second day, this happened.
This one just happened right now at 1 p.m.
What happened?
What?
Well, there's this guy named Montes. I don't know his full name. I forgot his full name. But basically, it's an allegation with a minor again. Except she lied. They met up on Tinder.
Oh.
And she lied about her age, saying that she was 18, and although she was 15, and he just admitted to literally sleeping with her.
Oh God.
So I
That's
think,
bad.
but the court says that false reasoning of age is not a reason to defend yourself. That's what the court says. So
Wait,
I
what?
think he's in trouble. I think he's in trouble.
What?
Yeah.
That's not fair. If someone no. If someone says that they're 18,
What do you mean that's not fair? Just look for ID. Then they can't.
Yeah, look for the ID. There we go. That's
But
what.
wait, wait.
That's another
But
argument.
like they never. But like, come on, they can't really. They can't like really judge that immediately. They can't just go up to the girl and ask for their ID.
That's the argument that's going on right now on Twitter.
Yeah. Wait, what?
In a way, they're both at fault because one, he totally should have checked the ID, but then two, she also did trick him. Like,
Yeah.
they're both at fault. I'm not gonna say either of them are better than the other. They both made a mistake.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they both should be getting punished, not just one person. And that's all I'm gonna say.
But if he gets punished for this, at least don't punish him like a lot because he didn't know that she was underage.
You do have a point.
Yeah, because it wasn't his fault. If the guy knew that she was underage, then it would be a problem because he knew. But he
didn't do anything afterwards.
He didn't know.
He didn't do anything afterwards.
He said that she lied to him, and then he was like, and then he said, I have stayed away from any relations with women for 3 years. He was like, I took it way more careful. I think he may be sincere about it. I don't know.
Maybe.
About what, the apology?
No, defending himself because obviously
he got caught.
Well, he didn't like. Well, okay, he did admit to it, but at the same time, her lying about it is not going to help her case any more than that.
Hold on, Walter. Do you know what we're talking about right now?
It sounded like you came in random.
Yeah, I really
he was
had to help my dogs had an issue. I needed to help him out.
We're talking about a different person now.
Oh, okay. Then
it's a different situation.
just give me name. Oh, what the heck? Okay, give me name.
Do you know Anti?
Yes.
That one. Yeah, you can look it up on Twitter.
No, I think I might remember. I think I might have to look it up really quick. Actually.
No, it just happened. It happened at like 1 p.m. He stated he put his defense statement up at 1 p.m.
Oh, I thought I remember looking at it. Maybe I just might have maybe I might have not looked at it. Just look up anti.
Yeah. Like anti cheat, as in like the word anti.
Like anti, just anti. Anti any at.
The one with the dot or something like that. I forgot what his thing is. He was part of T1, which was a clan for. Yeah, it has dot. There we go. Yeah, and it has it verified. Look up anti, and it has dot. With his,
Wait, so just for clarification, all these accusations have been confirmed to be true, right?
what do you mean?
Like all these accusations about like these guys being like pedophiles and shit.
Well, I mean,
To be honest,
so far.
anybody's saying right now.
Okay, good because remember, I'm also worried about like how cancel culture can be sometimes, right?
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
The Twitter's not a
I
courtroom.
personally don't agree with cancel culture because sure,
I don't think most people agree.
Someone did something wrong, right? Yes, they should be punished, but it shouldn't be left to the viewers to do so. It's not their right to do so anyway. It's not like they have like any legal right to do so, or they're not trained to do so. So, and cancel culture can like ruin people's lives. Like, yeah, they did something really bad, but it's not your job or your responsibility or anything to enact the punishment. People are already doing that for you.
Exactly.
I don't want to ruin someone's life forever. Like, no one deserves that. And I know, like, I'm not saying that because someone did something, just like someone did something really, really bad. I'm not saying that they should just get scot-free for it. No, but I mean, like, we shouldn't ruin everyone's lives.
Yeah.
I feel like minor.
They're getting punished enough. I just don't want to. I don't personally agree with ruining anyone's life. Yeah, sure, they're really bad, but it's still a person. I mean, like, I know a lot of people won't agree with me on that because they're like,
I agree.
No, I agree. I agree.
I agree with that.
Cancel culture is awful.
Like Via, you remember what? Have you heard what happened with Pro Jared, right?
No, I try not to get involved with this stuff. I don't really listen to it.
Well, let me explain what happened. I remember discussing this with Diego over a year ago. So there's this YouTuber that I like his name is Pro Jared. He reviews video games, and he was married to this woman who was like a cosplayer. However, they were going through some rough times in their relationship and decided to make their relationship open.
Poly
And
something.
That's not how you
and there
really
was,
it, but I mean,
and he ended up like sleeping with like one of their friends whose name was Holly something. My aunt's friend's a streamer and she knows her personally.
okay.
But anyways, yeah,
Anyway,
it's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
cool. But anyways, so a couple months later, in May, like early May, I remember this. I remember when this happened.
Get to the
Sorry,
point,
I'm kind of focused on the game, but like, basically, his wife came out and basically said that he's cheating on her, which is bad. And then all of a sudden, not only is his wife revealing all these really bad accusations about Jared, these underage like kids started making up stories about him being like a pedophile and how he asked for news over
Oh,
the
that's
internet.
not cool, man. Don't.
And
We'll get to the
his
point, yeah.
entire channel died overnight. Like he was like at 1 million something subscribers, and he went down to like 700,000 in like a couple days. And so it took him a while, but he finally got his. He ended up putting out a response video, basically saying that he's been lied to. Let me get this punished, Walter. Let me get this punished.
Okay, why you guys? Okay,
Well, you shouldn't really
didn't
focus
make
too
a
much on the
point.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like. Anyway,
Sorry.
so.
But like, sorry, I'm almost done. But like, he sent out the response basically saying that he never met these kids. His wife set this up, and she wanted like his money or something like that.
Wait,
And in doing so, wait, what?
so this guy is getting like punished because he's accused of cheating on his wife, even though the relationship was already open. So it
Yeah.
doesn't. This what?
Exactly. That's the
Yeah.
problem. They both agreed to being open, but his wife did a switcheroo and basically made him feel like the bad guy or look like the bad guy.
Well,
Even though that they both agreed on, well, basically was like almost like an agreement.
Yeah, it was an agreement, and she ended up switching it up without telling him. That's the worst part of it all. She didn't tell him that she suddenly wasn't comfortable with it anymore.
She should have. If she was not comfortable with it, I mean, they should have just gotten divorced in the first place. If their relationship was that rocky, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
It probably wasn't gonna work out in the
had to
end.
go and make an open relationship to save their marriage. I don't think that's gonna really do anything. Like
That's
maybe it
kind of
will work, but like the very few people can make that work. You know.
Kind of a weird way to solve it, but okay. But even though it doesn't work.
Yeah, and with these situations, a lot of people just don't look at all the sides, and I feel like a lot of people get their
Exactly.
lives ruined because people aren't really looking at what actually happened. And like, this is I don't know what to say about this. It's just so weird. People aren't looking. Like, was this like public knowledge? Like they were open or anything? Like, did people?
Not really. It wasn't really public knowledge. He only said that they were open like after everything came out.
So was it like confirmed that it was like open? Like, did they? Is it confirmed that they both agreed?
Yeah, it was confirmed that they were open because
yeah.
she slept with other people, and he did too, and it was really bad.
The wife shouldn't have done that, because even if like now people know that he really didn't mean to do anything by what he did, his life's ruined now. Like, his career's ruined. Like, you can't get those people back.
Oh, don't worry, he did.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like the damage is still there. It might not be as like extreme, but it's there. There's still permanent markings of it.
Yeah, that's
you're
sometimes
not
like the
wrong.
problem with like the people. Like sometimes they're really quick to jump the gun on things, and you know they sometimes just don't like see both sides of the situation, and you know like that sometimes just has really like negative consequences on certain situations. Like maybe maybe this guy did something really bad, but like maybe like you just accidentally like over pushed it, and like you didn't see like, oh wait, maybe this wasn't like the right response because I didn't read the whole thing. Now I just put something out there that probably could have destroyed someone's life.
Exactly. And she
And,
nearly almost destroyed his life. That's the thing.
And like sometimes people just don't like to also admit like when they're wrong. Like, not saying like what people do is right or wrong, and like how you should define them, as in like, oh yeah, they did that, that's okay, like they did that thing. But but that's like, oh, like if you say something wrong, like maybe say like, oh, I didn't mean that, like I didn't read the whole situation. But like no, you just choose to like say like, oh no, like he was just wrong, or he was just right or wrong.
Yeah.
So that's just like maybe you just really need to like read before what you say.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when I see certain comments about stuff, like I personally agree that everyone is entitled to their own opinion, even if the opinion's a bit controversial or wrong or whatever. You know, they're still entitled to it. And I don't like to comment on their opinion, but like some people can get really aggressive about what they think and what they think is right, and I'm like, you can't. It's because
You're not going to satisfy everybody with your.
yeah, you're not going to satisfy everyone with what you say. So I'm just kind of like, I probably shouldn't say anything about this. But then I'm like, when people state their opinions, right, and then people disagree with the opinion, right, and they get mad that people aren't agreeing, I'm like, I mean, this is to be expected. Why are you upset about this?
Yeah.
And then, but then like, uh, and then I, this is so weird. It's so controversial. I don't want to talk about this, but
No, it's cool. It's cool. You're not going to upset us. You're just stating your mind.
No,
It's
yeah, so yeah.
because okay, when people state their opinions, everyone's
Or don't.
entitled to it, right? Even if the opinion is a little wrong, they're still technically entitled.
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
And then like, and then people keep arguing over and over about this opinion and how bad it is or how good it is. And like, just stop arguing. You're not helping anyone by arguing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my solution to some problems. Just sit down and shut up because everybody has their own opinion.
Like, I may not agree with what you say, but I will defend your right to say it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I know, no, seriously, I remember I saw this YouTube thread, and it went on for months, okay? So this guy, I don't know I forgot what he said, but he said something controversial, and people were arguing with him for months. This went on for like 3 months, and it's still going. I don't understand why they keep arguing with him, because he's just going to respond the same way to every person. I'm like, what are you doing? You're not making any progress.
Yeah.
What is the point of this entire conversation? You're just dragging it on. And seriously, when I first saw it, I thought it was over, right? Because normally these things only last for like a week. But it was on for months. 3 months. It was insane. It was. Oh yeah, I remember now. I was watching like you know the scene in Coraline, like the beginning scene where she's like making a doll or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that
yeah.
scene. I remember. Our teacher made us watch the movie.
In one of the comments, like a reply that just was super controversial, and everyone just like hated him for it. Bruh, I still understand why people drag it on. Like, yeah, sure, he was really mean about what he said, but stop dragging it on. It's so annoying. It just irritates me. It's
Like people are over it, but like you're not over it apparently.
Yeah.
yeah, like both the person who commented the thing and the person who just and the people who keep responding to it, they're both at fault because one, why are you both still responding to each other? Like, why is this person who commented this like 4 months ago still responding to replies months after? Like, just let it blow off, dude. Like, it's not a big deal. And then, but he still lets them irk him. And then these people keep letting his comment irk them, so they keep continuing to, and it's just a cycle. Just stop it. That's all I ask.
Yeah. You're right.
Sometimes people just don't know when to like let it go.
Exactly.
Like back around like a month ago or something, I remember that do y'all know who Sky Jackson is? You know
I've heard the name.
And I heard of that name before.
Yeah, it's I believe she's the actor for, you know, like a Disney actor. And then she like found like an Instagram comment of like 2 high school teenagers saying guacamole N-word penis, and then she doxed them. Like she got her fans to like cancel them, and then their parents lost their jobs. They got kicked out of high school all over a stupid little joke. Like, really?
I know. Okay.
That is bad.
You know when kids do dumb stuff? Like, I'm still
Yeah.
considered a
Kids
kid, but
Yeah, we're
do
still
dumb
considered-
stuff. Like, honestly,
I feel like until you're at least 30, you're a kid.
It's not really your fault because you don't know everything right from wrong.
yeah, you're like kids can do really horrible stuff, but you need to take into account that they don't understand that what they're doing is wrong. Like, and that doesn't excuse them for like doing something really bad, but still you need to take that into account and not completely blame them. Like, blame the influence as to why they're doing what they're doing.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Blame the influences. Like video games don't cause violence. Parents do. because
Well,
kids,
Yeah,
kids
sometimes
can't-
like that.
Well, not all the
Well,
time,
it's
parents,
weird.
but like,
No, no, no.
but like they
All
can
the
be
times.
like parents can be a cause, but I wouldn't say like just parents.
Yeah, you're okay.
Parents,
You know what? You're
parents
right.
like
It's
it's like not everything's just an influence. Like it's not just one thing that causes something. It's like it's multiple factors.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's not
you're
always
right.
black and white.
Like for example, like I just very like for example like suicide. Like people say like, oh, it's just like because they got bullied at school. Like no, it just can't be that. It can be like also like home effects, how they're treated at home. You know,
Yeah.
their life, their mental insanity. Like that's not just one thing. You can't just. That's why like you can't just say it was this one thing that caused that. No, it's multiple things that cause other
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
You're right.
And
And
here,
like
yeah.
no, it's just like so weird for people to be like, oh, it's just this one thing, and like people are like just like say, it was that thing, and then they're like associate that thing with this bad thing, and it's like no, it was this, and this, not just oh it was video games that made him do that. No, it's
You
like
can't blame one factor. It's normally like a mishmash of different things.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
oh no, that was pretty much all I said.
Oh, you know what? There's one thing I this is maybe a little bit controversial to some. I don't think it's a big deal because you know how when people do something wrong, you need to admit that they can change, right? Like, yes,
Yeah.
this person did something very bad, but then people can change. And I know, like with certain stuff, this kind of mentality can be agreed with. But like, whenever someone does something like really bad, you can't really agree with this mentality. Like, I'm kind of partial to this mentality as well because I want to believe that people can change.
Yeah.
Like, even if they do something really bad, they can still change. Like,
I have that soft
Like,
part as
you-
well in myself,
like,
and
you
then
can
I
grow
hear
out
on
of it.
Twitter people are like, you know what? No change, no change. He can never change. No second chances. No nothing.
Yeah.
That's
like-
what people are.
okay,
Yeah.
like with the whole, like, if they genuinely are sorry for what they did and they're doing everything in their power to not do that again and to try to help themselves and help other people and change, you have to give them something, right? You have to admit
Yeah.
that, hey, this person isn't as bad as like we thought they were. This doesn't excuse what they did. I'm just saying that you have to admit that at some point,
They're taking the effort to change.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
with the sexual allegations stuff, like, what they did was despicable, okay? It was disgusting. Absolutely no, disgusting, right? But if the person who, say, did the act is trying everything in their power to like show that they're sorry, and they're genuine about this too, okay? They're not doing some dumb thing to get people off their back, you know what I mean? Like, they're genuine about this, then you have to admit that at least they're trying, right? At the very least, they're trying to do something about what they did and admit it. I'm not saying that what they did isn't wrong and that they should be like left alone
Yeah,
because
I have
no,
that
there
tough
there
part, too.
should be repercussions for this, you know.
Yeah.
But still, you have to at least give them a chance. You can't. No person, in my opinion, has the right to ruin another person's life. That's not your duty. That's not your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not God, okay? You don't know everything about every person. You can't take account into every factor.
There's always a second side to everything. I watched the last episode of Ed and Eddie yesterday. Okay, have you guys ever seen the last episode of Ed and Eddie, the Big Picture?
I
Show?
always try
No.
watching it. Wasn't my thing.
No, I never liked Ed and Eddie. It was kind of annoying.
Oh, I loved it. Okay, so so to fill you in on what Ed and Eddie is, so it's gonna connect to all this. So Ed and Eddie is like the three guys. They're like pranks. Well, Eddie is a prankster.
Yeah.
Eddie is a prankster of the group. He scams people, and he always talks about his big brother, how badass he is, how awesome he is.
But his brother
Man.
is right.
Yeah, exactly. So on the last episode, you finally get to meet him, and he's extremely abusive. He's an abusive brother,
Oh shit.
and basically when he meets up with his brother after they pull off like one last big what do you
Prank.
call it? Yeah, prank. The whole neighborhood's after them, all the kids. So they chase after them. He goes to see his brother finally, and his brother's abusive. So all the other kids who are against him the entire series are suddenly like, Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on? Why is his brother so mean to him? And in doing that, in doing that, you see him get really upset. You see Eddie get really upset. So at the end, when they finally defeat his brother, like beat him up or something, Eddie has a moment of clarity, basically saying that he made everything up about his brother, and that he only did it because he wanted to seem like he was cool, and he apologized to everyone for scamming people. And he said the reason that he was like that is because he just wanted to be respected. He wanted to have like a brother-like
His brother
relationship.
wasn't doing that for him, right?
Yeah, his brother wasn't doing that, and the only way he knew how to interact with others was by pranking people, because he learned that from his brother.
Yeah, abuse is like a cycle. The victims eventually become the abusers if they're not taken care of, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like that's all they've known. That's all they think is right because that's what they were taught. And even like say the abused becomes the abuser, they also became an abuser, but then you can't completely get angry at them because they did learn this from their previous influences. So I just kind of feel bad for like people who are abused or people who do abuse, because in a way that's the way they were taught and how they grew up. So they don't really know any better. And that doesn't mean to say that what they did was good or any less bad. It's just kind of sad that this cycle just keeps going and it never ends. It just continues.
Exactly.
And even though, like, yeah, the victim, I feel bad for the victims because eventually they'll become the one thing that they probably
swore to destroy.
Yeah. So it's just because with people who are abused, you need to be empathetic about it because they really don't understand any better, or like people who are abusers. It's
people who are abused at a young age assume that that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't really realize it because you're so young. It's just something you thought was normal. That's it. My God. Every time I say this to one of my friends, they get so mad at me. I'm like, you have to take into account everything, man. I'm not saying anyone is any less at fault. I'm just saying that I feel sorry for them. That's it.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm way too empathetic of a person. People say that a lot. Like
Hey, don't worry about it. We all get that way sometimes.
Yes, I would know that coming.
Yes.
Going.
Yeah, because I can
going
be a
to
little
school there.
sarcastic, like a little too sarcastic for some
A
people.
little too sarcastic.
Okay, Walter, you are too. All right. At least I wasn't a Grammarly. All right, Jesus.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, one thing to know about me, Vivaldi, that everybody else here knows is that I am very humble and loyal to myself, and honestly, just honest. Like when I say something, I actually I mean something. Like I won't bullshit you on any sort of topic or anything or any opinion that I may have. So if I say something that I just say what I feel. That's basically what I say. I just think
no
that
filter.
that being real with people, despite how bad it can be for some situations, is just the best
Much
way.
better.
Yeah, that's just So that's just one thing to learn about me. I'm a very real person when it comes
Keep
to
it 100% with yourself.
Yeah. I don't like to lie. That's the thing about me.
No, that's what you gotta do.
I try to be like that too. Like I try to be as honest as I can, but then I always get in these situations where like the honesty just is a little too much for people, and I just have
it
to.
always is. People get
And then I have to sugarcoat. Like I don't want to, because whenever I prefer not to lie because there's always consequences to it. But then like the truth also kind of does some damage. So I have to be like really light about it. Like when I'm trying to discuss something with someone, like it's kind of controversial, so I'm just trying to state my opinion. Like I may not agree with their opinion, but I don't really care if that's what they think because that's their opinion. And so then I just try to like state what I'm trying to say, and then people will get really upset about it. I'm like, dude, it's like it's an.
You do have to be careful when you are being honest, though.
Yeah,
I do get your point.
Yeah, so whenever I'm like that, I try to be as light as possible. Like when I know someone's going to be a bit sensitive about it, I try to be as understanding and like kind and as possible. I try to sugarcoat. Like I don't want to, but hey, at least it will like get people to listen, right? Because some people listen if you give the words straight to them. You need to give it to them lightly first before they actually start agreeing or like trying to listen to what you have to say. You know what I mean? Because if you're not careful, no one's gonna take into account what you're trying to say. Like, like when people argue about certain things, right? And no, like okay, say for the anti-vax community, right? I don't agree that you should not vaccinate your children. Like, please vaccinate your child, Jesus
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christ. But like,
Exactly. That's really bad if you don't
but-
believe in this.
but if you keep yelling at the anti-vax parents, they're not gonna listen.
Yeah.
They're not gonna care, you know. So
They
it's
need
like,
to learn. They need to learn from themselves.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As hard as that may be.
My thing is stop trying to attack them, start trying to educate them because they really don't know any better. They actually believe what they're reading, and it's not. And it's, and I know some people won't listen, but like, there's still a chance that you can educate someone and actually get them to hear what you're trying to say
Yeah.
and understand what you're trying to say. A lot of people. See, a lot of my pet peeves are with arguments because no one will listen. So I'm just kind of like, look at both sides, stop getting mad at each other, and stop yelling at someone. You're just provoking them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yep.
No.
Like, when you're trying to get your point across, don't provoke the person you're trying to get your point across. It's not going to do anything. Ah,
Yep, don't provoke.
Exactly.
That's,
But then there's-
that's what people want to do. That's their natural thing, and that's not something that we're taught to be. That's wrong.
Mhm.
Like Senpai, like a tweet I saw. They're like, she's not even paying it. She's not even gonna respond to this. She's not even gonna respond to this.
Yeah.
She's so afraid that she's not gonna respond to. You sound fucking cruel by just saying that. But
Yeah,
you know, I'm not gonna.
no.
I don't
My
say
thing is-
you know.
all
Things like
people,
that.
including myself, I'm not saying I'm any better. Like, I'm not always someone to follow my beliefs. Like, no one is. Everyone's a hypocrite. I provoke people sometimes. Other people provoke people sometimes.
Oh yeah, I
It's-
provoke people all the
Yeah,
time.
it is
Human.
ironic because hypocrisy is like my biggest pet peeve. Like seriously, I hate democracy, but at the same time, I'm a hypocrite as well. Like I say, oh, I hate grabs in Smash Brothers, but then I grab myself. It's like
No, it's just that's just child. That's just child things.
That's something
Well,
else.
he's just
That's
giving an
called
example.
gamer rage.
I'm
That's
using
called
it as an
gamer rage.
example, not
That's
as
called
a.
gamer rage. Yeah, no, but that's called gamer rage. That's something different.
No, he's just using it as
That's
an
something-
example, guys.
I just wanted to use it as an example. Chill.
No, but that's not a. That's what I'm saying is that that's not a. That's
Well-
too casual of an example. We're talking. This is serious.
I know. I'm trying. I'm not saying that it's. Oh, come on. I'm not trying to make it less serious.
Yeah, I know. But well, yeah, I know. But
I think what he's trying to say is that that's not a good comparison. Like,
that's not a good comparison.
Okay,
Oh,
thank
okay.
you.
You need something a little bit not as
a little
Oh,
bit.
okay,
more
then, okay.
a little bit something more like close to world, like close to reality. If that makes
Okay,
sense.
thank you. Well, okay, well, I'll try to provide a better example next time.
Okay, how about like this? I don't like how when people argue and people say like don't talk to me like that. Yet, however, they talk
Oh
to
my
you
god.
like that.
That
Oh,
hurts me.
that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah,
Like those
that's
types of
why I
people,
get
those
bullied a
people
lot
like
because
upset
I
me
hate.
because they're like you try to have a civil conversation with them, then they talk to you like that way, and then you like try to be serious with them, and they're like they just don't want to listen, and that's just what frustrates like people because then like it's just a cycle. Like I'm never gonna learn because like that person's talking to me like that way, therefore the only way I can get to them is by talking to them that way. Instead of having to try to have a civil conversation with them.
Okay.
You're right.
That's like a better like real world example.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, controversy is so annoying, but it needs to be discussed sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's glad that we're all getting this off our chest at least.
Yeah. Ugh, my god.
What's up?
I'm the kind of person to try and ignore stuff. It's very bad. I'm not saying what I'm doing is healthy. It's just something I do. It's the way I cope. So whenever like something really bad happens, I just try to pretend it didn't happen or like ignore it and like focus on something else. Like maybe channel into something actually positive, you know? Like instead of moping around that this person did this, how about you I don't know, practice your timetables or do your homework, you know, something productive with your frustration.
Yeah, just do anything other than argue.
Yeah.
Or
Arguing
rant.
doesn't help anyone.
Yeah. And we have a Pichu going blast off.
But
Okay.
what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something that was on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, you do have a point. I mean, I've been my family's been talking about politics all day, and I understand because I just want to like turn my ears off because every moment I hear something about Trump or Obama, Pizzagate this, child trafficking that, I'm like, yes, I know the government's full of perverts. You don't need to remind me every day.
Okay, you know what? Same. I don't like talking about politics. Too many arguments ensue. No one wants to listen, and it's just really annoying. Like I'm tired. Like I hear the same thing every day. It's not a good habit to ignore stuff, but hey, you just get tired of what you hear, you know? Like you know how coronavirus like that every like day there's like a total of deaths and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't like or cases. I don't like thinking about it. I don't like looking, and I don't want to know how many people are sick. Like I know it's there. Okay? I understand that it happened and like there's people out there who are suffering because of this disease, but I'm just been hearing it so often. I really don't want to hear anymore because it's the same thing every time.
Yeah.
And
That's why it's like so refreshing to just hear something new. You're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah,
Something
I
like
want to hear about
else going on in the
I want
world.
to hear about something else in COVID-19. How about tell me how the hell like I don't know like I don't
dogs
know.
can go to heaven. Your dog can come with you.
Yeah.
Yay! Yay!
How about bacon doesn't make you fat?
We found a cure for cancer, y'all. God.
Yeah, let's talk about the positive things of life, not this corona crap. Because the more you talk about it, the worse it's going to become.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? You know how like people are like arguing for their rights? Like I wasn't born.
Okay,
that is so
ridiculous.
dumb. I'm sorry. I can't agree. I can't understand why you would agree with this. Like, why? Why are you endangering other people for the sake of your convenience? Everyone has to wear a mask.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
no
that
one-
yeah.
Those people.
No.
Oh my God.
Wear a
Okay,
mask,
my mom
please.
my mom showed me this video. It shows a bunch of like Trumpers basically like saying, "Oh, I have human rights, I have liberties, I don't have to wear a mask." They're trying to connect it to the Bible of all things, saying like, "Oh, God gave me a mouth to breathe from. God gave me this, and you're restricting it." Yeah, God also gave you freedom of choice. So if you want to kill yourself, then go ahead, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds really wrong.
Yeah,
but, like,
like I understand where you're going for, Lomeli, but that just came out way wrong. I mean, by not wearing a mask, you practically are killing yourself. So.
Yeah.
And you're also
And you're endangering
other people.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like I don't.
yeah, sorry, I didn't mean like actually.
We know what you meant, but like
I just
Yeah.
meant, like,
it
you're-
just came
you're
out the
putting yourself
wrong way.
You're putting yourself at danger.
Like,
And others at-
like
And you know what,
American
when-
politics, like, because the thing I don't like about American politics is that it's so intense that people lose friendships and family over it. Like
exactly, like it divides families.
like for an
That's the
example,
problem.
I'm like, calm down, Jesus.
People
Everyone's
are like,
entitled.
oh, who are you voting for? Oh, I'm voting for person A. Oh, well, I'm voting for person B. How dare you go for their side
Yeah,
and all their
how
lies?
dare you
I
vote
just
for this
like their
person because
ideas
they're
more.
bad.
yeah, like
It's like my opinion is better than yours. So if you don't agree with me, then you automatically suck and you don't belong in my life. That's not how this country was made to
That's
function.
not how families work. You can't just say, oh, you're not my friend, my family, because you don't believe what I believe as well.
like for an example, for Japanese politics, they don't lose friendships or families or having
they're
like
just like, oh, you're doing this, oh, that's fine.
yeah.
Like, they don't mind that much, and I'm like, Jesus, can anyone be like this? Like ever? Calm down, my God.
Like,
Okay, well, go ahead. Sorry.
No. When people start dividing families or friendships over decisions, who they're voting for, it's
Politics anymore.
weird to me. I don't understand why you're so upset. Like, sure, you don't agree with them, but it's not like this guy's committing murder or anything, or they like, I don't know, stole your firstborn child. Like, calm down. Oh God.
Yeah, you're right. It's terrible. Like I try to avoid talking about politics as much as I can, unless it's something that's like will affect
Needs to be addressed.
Yeah, it's like remember when all gay couples were like legal to be like married?
Oh yeah, and then everyone's
Yeah.
all controversial about it.
No, I was happy about it. I was like,
No,
hey,
I mean, no. People were happy. Like I was happy about it. I was like, yay, people have their right to love who they want to love. But
Yeah.
then like a bunch of people were like getting upset about it. I'm like, dude, it's
It
mom.
doesn't pertain to you.
Don't do anything about it. Why are you
It does-
complaining?
Yeah, it doesn't pertain
doesn't-
to you. Like
It's
I
like, this
like
has
the
nothing to-
there's an argument where like Christian values, they'll be like, you can't marry somebody of your own of the same gender. You're gonna go to hell. Like, okay, that's their choice. Let them go to hell.
There's nowhere in the Bible that says that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like even even if it did,
Written.
like even if
The
it
Bible
does
wasn't even
say
written by
that,
God.
who cares? Who cares? Even if they are going to hell, it doesn't affect you. Leave them alone.
They love that person enough to go to hell for it. Like they love that person.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what I don't understand is like, okay,
It's
so
not-
the Bible. First of all, the Bible wasn't written by God. The Bible was written by people,
Yeah.
who
By
lived during
followers of
time.
God that were
Yeah.
were given by the Holy Spirit power.
So
to,
you
like,
so you never know how much of that could have been changed throughout the different years of different translation through different times.
Yeah, like there's one part of the Bible that's always quoted for like no having inner couple same sex
but
relationships,
it's
but it was like
interpreted,
it was a mistranslation. It was like revealed that it was a mistranslation, and it doesn't really say that.
It's supposed to mean don't be a pervert, right? Like don't sleep with people.
It's actually saying don't lust. Like lust, being lustful is I think it is one of the 7 deadly sins. It's like
yes,
Yeah,
there's a part in the Bible that says people regardless of their sexuality. I remember reading this. People regardless of their sexuality who participated in sexual acts without meaning went to hell for it. And it said it was regardless of their sexuality or type of person they were.
Yeah.
Because they were doing it unjustly.
And then there's also like with Jesus. Jesus accepted everybody, but like these people have different sexualities. So like, no, we can't accept you. Like, what? That literally goes against your Lord and Savior.
God taught us not to judge other people, and these Christians, or these so-called Christians, because I don't believe they're Christians if they're judging other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
But like, okay, so like God never told us don't judge anybody, because don't judge people who don't believe what you believe in. You have to respect other people's opinions, no matter what they believe in. If they're good, and I believe that God will take you into heaven if you're a good person. It doesn't matter what religion you believe in.
Yeah,
As long as you're good to others and good to yourself, then you're on your way to heaven.
Yeah,
That's
like-
what I think. Like sexuality doesn't have anything to do whether or not you go to heaven or hell. If you're a good person, and even if you did something horrible, if you're sorry for it, if you're really like genuinely sorry, and you're just trying to be a decent human being or something, like you're trying here, okay? You're trying.
Yeah.
You're genuine.
You're living your life.
You're not doing bad things because you like to do them. You made a mistake, but you're sorry. You're on your way. Like,
Exactly.
because if God
You're
loves
absolutely
everyone
right.
equally, and God will love you no matter what sin you commit. Except, technically, He wouldn't love you if you turned away from Him, because that said something about that in the Bible. But otherwise, as long as you're like with Him, and
Yeah,
you,
like
and
even if you
you're,
commit,
you're just trying to be a decent human being, right? You're trying your best here. Then you're on your, like, at the very least, you're gonna go to purgatory, and then eventually you'll make your way to heaven. Okay?
Yeah, purgatory isn't the end of the world. I mean, you're going to heaven. It's going to take a
it's
little
just
while.
gonna take a long time, and
Mine
who
is not
knows how
that
long it is.
Well,
Well, you have
it's long depending on how much bad stuff you've done.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like how long, like how many bad things you've done in your life, and I
But
mean,
then
like
you
to
also
be
have
honest,
to take into account that people like try to be sorry for their sins and then like get forgiven and stuff. So like in their life, if say they go to confession and they get their sin, like, and they confess their sins and they're being honest about it, okay, they're not doing it for like no dumb reason, right? Like they're just doing it for the hell of doing it, right? They're actually sorry. Then their sins are forgiven, and then their time in purgatory might be cut down. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
yeah, it might be like less time.
How do you guys envision heaven?
I think it's just a place because people envision paradise differently.
I think
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be like tailored to the individual. I think.
Yeah,
But, like, it's all gonna be interconnected.
But yeah.
it's kind of. I like to imagine you have your own world to yourself, like your perfect world to yourself, and then you can like have other people from different worlds visit. That's all I like to believe, because that's what my vision of paradise would be. Because everyone would be catered, because everyone would have their own world where they can be happy.
Exactly.
But then you can also still see each other. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, hey, want to go visit my universe? Yeah, sure, neighbor.
Yeah.
Hello, heavenly neighbor.
In heaven, you know how I picture heaven? Have you guys ever seen This Is the End?
No.
No, because
Okay, Vivaldi
it's not
has.
the end
Okay.
yet. But yeah.
Vivaldi. Okay, so remember that scene where it's like a big party with, with like the Backstreet Boys?
Okay, yeah. I like
Oh,
very
I've seen
I
it.
kind of picture like that a little,
I
like
have-
everybody's happy, everybody's like having a good time in heaven.
Isn't
Uh-huh.
that with what's that guy's name?
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, now I know. Go ahead.
And there's a hold on, I'm trying to think. There's like a there, and then you can like meet old ancestors. You can meet like famous people who die. Like you can meet like Abraham Lincoln if you wanted to. Go get a cup of coffee with him. Like I
Yeah.
imagine as like a big reunion of people who you knew or didn't.
Oh, that would be so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love that.
Like, imagine going up to asking Mr. Rogers in heaven what his best advice is.
Oh, that'd be so
Yeah.
nice. I think in heaven people are their best selves. too.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
like they went through the purification of purgatory, so like everyone, y'all better be on your best behavior now. Y'all just went through all of that purification. Don't ruin it for yourselves.
I think if
I don't-
they've gone through it, they wouldn't ruin it anyways. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah. Plus,
Yeah.
I always wonder, like, I know your soul goes to heaven, your body stays here, but what about your consciousness? Does it stay in heaven too?
Well,
Does it go to heaven too? Or
I
is it-
mean,
I'm pretty
like,
sure
I
your
think it goes with-
consciousness is like tied to your soul or something like that.
yeah, that's something that's like a part of you. Like, not it's part of your body.
Okay.
Because like you could still be, I guess you could still be conscious when you're passed out. Because even though your brain's like supposed to be out, it's still working.
Yeah.
like, do
Or it's
thing.
starting to shut down when you're dead.
Yeah, you like how people could say like, oh, like yeah, like I saw you guys like over here, but like you were passed out, like
Oh yeah, like those type of things.
yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah,
how did you
yeah.
know I was like there, or like that
Oh,
just
yeah,
show.
that's so weird. Okay, now you made me.
Gonna catch something. Just do one.
Yeah, sure thing, Dad. All right.
Can I say another thing about politics? Like,
What?
Yeah,
it-
sure. I don't really care.
Like,
I'm not a
'cause-
political person.
it's
I
not
don't
really
mind.
that political. It's just like kind of like why does everything have to be left and right? You know, like because
Black and white, yeah.
there's two sides, which is like liberals and then conservatives. Like why is it split up like that? Like
Yeah,
because
why
they
can't people in like the
Cause-
middle.
yeah, because like I agree with people on both sides, but I don't like
Yeah,
fully
I mean-
agree with one side. But like it seems like
One
American
side
politics
talks
is
about
like
something
split
that
up.
The other side doesn't agree with.
I know why it's split up. I think I know why, because this country is corrupt with money. This country is like, oh my god, it's one of the most corrupt countries in the world. If you don't count if you actually don't count like dictatorships in communist
Yeah.
countries.
Yeah.
But like, we're
No,
supposed to be. America is supposed to be like an example for the world. We're like huge.
Oh,
we're like, hey,
no,
look at
no,
me.
no, don't.
We're not an example.
Okay, y'all.
Not anymore.
Well, we used to be. We used to be.
Me as an American can admit that Americans can be very dumb.
Yeah, we are not an example. You know what I see us as? We're the laughing stock of the world.
No, yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We are. We are.
Everybody's looking at us like what the hell is America doing today? Like, oh my god, there's people who don't believe in vaccinating their children there? Wow.
Like
Yeah, we're not respected. Like, bruh, it's really bad.
I heard in Europe if you say that you're from America, then they'll look down on you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No, I've been to Europe. They don't do that. Obviously not.
No. Like,
that's funny to think about though.
Yeah, I don't think.
My dad told me that they
takes
did.
that
Like,
nicely.
one of my uncles, like, he travels. He's like single, but he travels a lot. He saves up his
Okay.
money. And he said that when he
No.
goes to Europe, you have to say that you're from Mexico because they're Mexican. You have to say you're from Mexico, or else
No.
they won't respect you as much.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's
I'm
not
s-
that bad to the point where they're like, "I'm from America." They look at you like, "Oh, America." No.
That's according to him that they will say they will kind of secretly judge you from being from there.
Well, that's
Yeah.
something that everybody has the right to do because obviously you can't change a mind. That's like what's it called? What I'm trying to say is that like you can't read people's minds. Obviously, people are going to think certain ways about you. You just can't think. like
Yeah,
that.
you're right about that, but yeah, it's just
no, but like truly, people do that. It's yeah. when you're I'm oh god dang it, I fell off. Alright, anyway. When everyone does that, I don't care who you are, I do it a lot. And I don't really want
It's
to.
natural for humans to judge others.
Is this person a potential ally? Should I actually associate with this person? You know, basic stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like when you're meeting new people, it's like you have to observe them. Like, is this person? What is this person like? Is he nice? Is he respectful? Is he like, or are they at least a good person? Are they a good person around other people as well as yourself?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do at least when I meet someone new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I try to put people on a blank slate because I don't actually know them, but yeah, you can't trust everyone in life. That's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only people you can really trust are like people who are like really close to you, family.
But even then,
close friends.
Everyone has everyone has an alter persona. Like everyone has like a secret beneath them. Like
yeah, I live by a rule that's called everybody's a jerk. Because honestly, everybody in the world's a jerk. Like secretly, everybody can be mean.
Yeah.
Everybody can be.
because everyone, even if they act nice, somewhere in their head they're thinking about something that they probably shouldn't be thinking of. You know, but hey, what can you do?
Secret murder plots.
Yeah, you never know, and people can even nice people can just break out and get upset.
Totally.
No, the nicest people are the ones you never want to get mad.
Exactly. Like I used to be friends with this really nice like shy girl in 8th grade, and one day she got like really fucking pissed. So I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I didn't realize you guys were playing Smash. By the way, I'm jumping on now.
I got like.
No, I didn't realize either. I was like,
I was just talking
10 minutes, and then I realized, oh wait, there's a room ID here. Ooh.
Oh yeah,
I'm just playing Mario and Luigi like Superstar Saga.
While playing Smash.
I understand why I lost that game now.
Yeah, I was doing two things at once. I was in the middle of a boss battle.
Wait, let's wait for Montes to join.
Yeah, so I guess the person that just loses face.
Like I kind of got the
person in
mantra
fourth gets out.
from
Walter.
I saw the mantra I got my mantra from
we
a
had to play
video
the next
called
game, yeah.
Everybody's an asshole by college humor.
Standard.
You guys have heard of that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Basically described like people can be jerks. Like your friend will brag about how much money he has in you, or this woman or this girl is like will answer your calls when you need them to. It's like everybody's a jerk. Even I can be a jerk sometimes. Like when I get upset, I'm like I can get upset sometimes.
Yeah, we all can say some stuff that we really don't want to say, and we don't actually mean, but you're so frustrated, you pop off, and
you just have to let it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just like accidentally say your mind.
Yeah, and that's what's scary because it's like when you get mad, you at the same, although you sometimes say things you don't mean, you kind of do mean them in some capacity.
But you know how when people have like intrusive thoughts and stuff, like there's always going to be a part of you that actually kind of agreed with it, but that doesn't really make up your entire being, right? Because when you have a human brain, right? Your brain is made to analyze different things, think of new ideas. So
wait, don't start it yet. But go ahead.
So some new ideas aren't so great, right? But they're new ideas and your brain thought of it. And some people kind of like think of themselves as lower since like that thought was kind of weird, you know what I mean? Like they shouldn't do that. But then again, your brain was made to do that, so you can't really get mad at yourself for thinking that too, you know?
Oh, only 4 people. It's fine.
It's like when we were playing Mario Maker, and Lomeli killed me one too many times. I wasn't a bit too happy that day. Flashbacks to Lomeli. God.
Lomeli, I swear to God, I will end your life. That's still one of my favorite quotes. It's so funny.
Lomeli, I swear to God, I will end your life, Lomeli. I'm sorry.
It was an accident. I didn't actually mean to kill you that many times in that Mario Maker video. No, seriously.
Mhm.
No, I'm actually being real with you.
I like how me and
There was
Walter
an
were
accident.
actively trying to kill each other, and Meli's the one Walter gets mad.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't attack me, but then like I had something because there was an ant that ran over my screen. It was okay.
Huh.
There was a tiny ant. No, but like
And that affected
you know,
your.
no, because it just ran over my finger, and I was like, oh god, it's weird.
Alright. Oh, you know what? One time I was sleeping, right, and I was like, I don't know, checking my phone or whatever, and it was like 10 or something, and then it was dark because
Hold on, give me a second.
I didn't want to like I had all the lights off since I was gonna go to sleep really soon anyway, and then I felt something crawl over my chest, and I was like, what in hell? And I saw it. It was like a black thing, and it had like a bunch of legs. I'm like, do not tell me this is a spider. Do not tell me this is a spider. Guess what? It was a spider, and it was one. It's not one of those daddy long legs either. It was like one of those wolf spiders. I was like, Jesus.
Oh god.
Oh my god, I got so
Yikes.
scared, bruh.
One time, I was getting Dragon Quest 11, and I was like in the middle of the night, and then like I don't know why, but I looked up and then at my ceiling, and I was like, oh, like, and then I was just like thinking about stuff, and then like I feel something crawl on my shirt, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what that is. I look at it's a cockroach, and I'm like, oh my god, and
You
And
better run with
Via-
those. Those are
Via
scary.
knows that I hate insects.
Wait,
You have
Walter.
a, you have a phobia to insects?
No, I just really, really hate them. Remember that one time, where when we were in the science lab and there was a cockroach right next to you, and you were like, Walter, there's a cockroach right next to you, and then I
Oh
screamed.
yeah. Oh, I was so everyone was mad about how calm I was. I'm like, my room is literally like an add-on to the house, so I practically live with insects. Okay, I like every night, like every couple of weeks, I'll find like a wolf spider in my bathroom and be like, I gotta kill this thing now, right? And I'm pretty chill about it now.
Yeah.
It's like if your room is basically like a Minecraft mob.
How did I parry all that?
I actually have a pet jumping spider to take care of some of the insects I catch.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
I recommend just having a bunch of like daddy longlegs or like male mosquitoes in your room. Actually, no, not male mosquitoes.
Why would-
mobs? I don't know,
Yeah,
something
I
that
mean,
can eat the bad spiders. There's insects that eat bad spiders.
Yeah, but like
Mhm.
just having them in your room.
Yeah.
Just,
I mean, it's not like they'll do
asking
anything to you. A lot of them are
Um,
poisonous.
you guys- Just asking to you guys, like, what's it called? Can you guys have it so 5 players can play, or only 4 can play?
It's only
Only
4 at a
I think only
time.
4.
That's why I don't
Like,
like
what?
how.
Change it.
No, you can't change it. That's the max. It's
That's-
That's not,
Yeah.
that's
4
not
player or
cool.
2v2. Yeah, I don't like that.
I
We
would-
should be able to have 8 players.
Well, I mean, I guess they just expect that it'd be a bit too laggy, but I mean, like, at least 5 players.
I mean, Smash Online is pretty laggy.
Smash Online's a disaster.
There you go. You just pointed out something that this community has been fighting over for the past quarantine.
That's why I wasn't at Evo this year, because it's too bad of a service. They're charging $20 a year
I don't
for
think that's the
peer-to-peer
reason,
service.
but it's a result of why people are happy that they didn't go to Evo, because the bad Wi-Fi. Like they said, Smash is banned from Evo, and we're like, good.
This year at least, or at least
Yeah.
until the coronavirus like clears up.
At least until Evo comes back normally.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Which at this point it's gonna be 2022 because that's when they predicted it would be over.
You know what I find dumb?
What?
Like really dumb. So you know how like
Go get 'em.
Corona is super easily spread. Why is everyone going out? Why are y'all?
You mean the
There's
protest?
more cases
They
than
don't know.
ever,
They
and
don't
now
know.
people are
That's
going
why. They
out
don't know
more.
they're
No, they
like,
do know.
spreading.
They do know, but they.
Okay, I'm saying
but
this,
they-
and I
but
mean,
apparently-
I might be a bit of a weird person to comment on this because I haven't left my house in like 4 months. Okay, like,
Jesus.
no, literally, I only go out to walk around the block every now and then.
Yeah,
Okay, at least-
same.
Okay, at least that. At least that.
Okay,
No groceries.
I basically no, that's my parents. They just leave me home alone. This is why I asked to play
Yeah.
Smash because I'm bored. Anyway, I've been
Same.
practically in my house for 4 months, right? So as a person who is basically a hermit, I look at people who are going out and I'm like, you're going out to kill yourselves, right? Because
Well, at least wear a
Okay,
mask.
they
Wear a
debunked
mask.
it. So they debunked
Yeah.
it apparently, saying that the crowd, what's it called? Those protests, they don't increase the cases of COVID. They debunked it apparently. And,
yeah, but the thing is when people don't wear masks. It's like go
Yeah.
out whatever you want, but wear masks.
The cherry on top of the shit Sunday is the fact that the president is basically saying that the virus is going to go away.
Yeah, why is he doing that?
Like, what kind of thing? Maybe if we don't pay
he's been
attention to it
saying
long
that
enough,
since
it'll
March.
just go
Look
away.
what's
Ah,
happening.
yes.
It's not disappearing. Mr. Trump, your magic trick isn't working.
Okay,
I'm gonna change my character. So.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you guys play. I don't want to keep swapping out. I don't think that's fun. So I'm gonna go
we
play
should
by
like
myself.
take turns.
Okay.
Yeah, I was fine. I was fine with spectating for a while.
Wait.
Okay, then I'll join back then.
Well,
Wait.
What?
Montes left the room, by the way. But his
No, I left because I didn't know okay with you guys to keep swapping out, but I guess I'll swap out.
No, here, you go ahead. It's fine.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
fine with spectating.
no,
Yeah,
but like,
just go back. Just drag your icon to the
Spectator stands.
to the next, to the thing where it says next.
No.
Yeah.
Then she's gonna join next game. Spectator stands is better because then we can. Because then it's just.
Yeah, she can watch. She can watch.
Oh, okay. No. I thought. Yeah, right. Okay. I thought you automatically watched when you were in that spot that I.
you do automatically watch, but you go to the next round whenever the next person loses.
Yeah.
But like, another thing I don't like is like about hot topics, like on your opinion on hot topics, not the store, like shit, like for
Not the
topics-
store, like at the Galerify.
Not
I like
the hot topic. Edgy. God.
Yes,
No.
Avril Lavigne.
I meant like when you have like something to say on like something that could be like controversial. Like I hate how like whatever you say, like someone will eventually like find it like offensive, and you're like, you
that's
didn't.
like controversial, Walter.
Yeah, and it's just like, wow, like I didn't mean it that way, but like I guess like sure.
You know what? Have you ever been in like a miscommunication where like the person just completely misses what you're trying to do, and they're just really mad at you?
Yes,
Yeah.
that literally happened to me yesterday. I was in a Discord chat, and we were just saying stupid stuff like we were saying like because Cosmix we were saying he's a monkey over and over, and then it was like, wow, imagine being gay, and then this one kid comes out of nowhere, is like, wow, are you being offensive to gay people? I'm like, no, we didn't mean that at all. He's like, I'll have you know that my sister is gay. I'm like, okay, dude, we didn't mean that at all. Like. Like, he just completely misunderstood.
Okay.
And then he self-promoted his channel.
With that, though. You gotta be sensitive.
Oh my
Hey guys, wanna know another controversial opinion that I have?
What?
Diversity doesn't necessarily make a TV show or movie good.
You know what? True.
That's
True.
not
I
a
agree with
controversial
that.
opinion. That's just like the right.
Yes,
That's like the
you will
right
be
opinion.
surprised. No.
Okay, well, it's an opinion, so it's not right. But, you
how many
know,
like bad movies and bad shows are held as amazing because they include like Black people, they include Asian people. Like that's great. I'm glad there's diversity. But what matters more is how good the characters are. As
How the writing is.
yes.
Yeah, the writing.
No, yeah, I agree with you because like some shows just put like diversity in, or like gay people or Black people or color, whatever, diversity in general, just to get like popularity.
Yeah,
Like
POC.
they don't really mean it either. It's just kind of like that doesn't. You don't really seem to actually agree with it because they just kind of like whenever they do that, whenever shows do something like that, it's kind of like on the side. So only like side characters or background characters are like that. And they do it to get popularity, but they don't want it like up front and center so as to like not lose viewers from like certain really annoying people.
Yeah.
It's just like you're not being genuine about it, and just because you have all these people in doesn't mean your show is actually good. Okay, like
Exactly.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Like
Smash critical hit.
hold on, Vivaldi. Have you ever watched like Steven Universe or something like that?
Oh god, I hate Steven Universe. I used to be such a big
you know
fan
what?
of it. But like now I don't like it anymore. I used to be like literally the biggest fan of it, but now it's like, oh god, I don't like it. Yeah, because the first time I came to Bosco, like as a student, was in a Steven Universe shirt in band camp. It was, and
I think I remember that. I think I remember that.
no, me
It
too,
was
me
such a
too.
yikes.
Like for certain like for Steven Universe especially, I really liked it in the beginning, but then I just kind of got tired of it.
And then like Uncle Grandpa was in it too.
that episode was
that show was a disaster. It was like It's like I didn't take any drugs today.
Oh, my doctor gave me the right medicine.
What was in that TV dinner? What was in that kid cuisine I had this morning?
Mom, did you get the right food?
Okay, but like, okay, so regardless of whether you like Steven Universe or not, I saw a Twitter post where it said, "Which show is
my
better?
God.
Which show is better? Regular show or regular show?" Oh no, I'm gonna that. Regular show or Steven Universe? And one girl was like, "Oh my God, Steven Universe includes white people, black people, they include gay relationships." And then the guy at the bottom was like, "Cool, I like it." And then the guy was like, "Cool, I like it when Mordecai and Rigby say oh."
Yeah.
Regular show,
Oh.
I enjoyed watching, but because it was a late night show, I never really got to see much of it, and some episodes kind of freaked me out, so I kind of avoided the show on
Oh, it's
occasion.
a masterpiece. You need to watch it.
I
It's
didn't
pretty good.
I did enjoy
The
the
show was
humor.
amazing. It was a good
No,
show.
like such a wallpaper spider thing. Oh my god, that like scarred me for life. I
Wait,
could
which
not.
wallpaper spider?
Wait, I'll be right back. I need to search them really, really quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, no, like there's this one episode where like I don't know, where they had to get like I guess the wall painted or something, or like their wallpaper replaced. And then the guy who came in, he looked all normal, but I just felt something wrong about him. And then it was revealed he was some kind of wallpaper spider thing. So it was.
I think I remember that one. I don't know.
I kind
I
of
vaguely
remember it.
remember it.
It might have been in a later episode.
It's
or the
kind of
first season.
it kind of reminded me of the episode in Invader Zim, like that
Oh.
that harvest episode. Oh god, oh my god, I can't organs. Oh my god.
Ugh.
Oh
I've
god.
seen some disgusting episodes of cartoons like you know what's one thing I realized right now? The Amazing World of Gumball has so many innuendos.
Oh
that
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
completely overlap.
Yeah.
No,
There's a
um,
joke that Gumball. Okay, there's a joke that Gumball makes in like season 1
Bless you.
where he's trying to get a date for like a party for
Mhm.
Rachel Wilson, and he looks at what's her name, the paper girl, Terry, right? That's her name?
Terry,
Yeah.
no.
No. I
Oh
don't think
no,
that was her name.
Terry's. I think Terry
Melissa?
I don't remember. Just
Oh,
call
did
it
you
paper
want
girl.
to hop in, Via? I'm sorry.
She's a germaphobe. Yeah,
I'll
she's
let
like
you
a
play
paper
twice.
girl who's a germaphobe, and Gumball says this, and I quote: Gumball says, "Okay, she has nicely drawn features, but she's a little flat."
Oh,
Amazing.
my God.
Amazing.
No.
Ooh,
I
critical hit.
remember, it was even better. Okay, it was like a phone joke basically. So I remember in one of the later seasons, Gumball walked into Banana, like the
Yeah.
banana.
Oh, yeah. That was the one where like him and Penny got together, but he walks in on Banana Joe watching porn.
Oh my god, yeah.
I actually knew what that was. Actually knew what that was when I watched it. I'm like, oh my god, Banana
I didn't
Joe.
understand it, but then like later when I like rewatched the episode, I'm like, oh my god. Oh.
I didn't understand it until I like saw it in a compilation. I'm like, oh yeah, that is what it is. Because I just wasn't paying attention.
You know what's the most disgusting part about it though? I know what it was trying to replicate. What type of porn it was trying to replicate?
I don't want to know
What?
that.
Or?
It was gape. It's called gaping.
Don't.
Okay.
That's
I'm sorry.
enough. That's enough.
I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
enough.
sorry.
We don't need to know more. We don't need to know more.
That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
Cut the commercial. Cut the commercial. It's just a
Cut the
commercial.
commercial.
This video.
Hi, Billy Mays here with a special TV
Hi,
offer.
Billy Mays here. Oh, remember he went to jail? Oh, that's
He
right.
did?
Remember
Yeah, he
Jared
did.
from Subway?
He apparently did
Why?
get to jail because apparently he raped a girl.
Oh,
Oh my God.
okay. Well,
Okay,
we're
okay.
back at.
not
No,
Billy
we're done. We're
Mays.
done with that. We're done with that section,
We're
Walter.
done.
We already talked about it.
No, I thought Billy.
Of course, Walter would know. He's the kid who always went to the book fair and bought Amazing World.
Have you know those were good books, okay?
He bought like the entire collection. It was weird.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna be real with you. I actually hated one part in a movie, and you're not gonna guess what movie it is.
Hobble Art Mall Cop.
No, I hated
Why just-
I hated Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for one reason and one reason only. I hate the blueberry scene.
Oh yeah, that's right. You told me about that. That's.
That was pretty
That's-
cool.
I like the
Walter, they
blueberry
never
scene.
watched the movie.
That scene was really cool, actually.
Wait, hold on. Are you talking
I
about the
like
original
how-
or the
I
remake?
like how. Okay, guys. I have a really unpopular opinion. Okay, I prefer the remake over the original.
Okay, that's fine. You can.
I
Look
don't
whatever
really
you
care
want.
with whatever.
Wait,
Okay,
as long as
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
be honest
Hold
here.
on.
I've never watched either. Okay, I'm very uncultured. I've never watched either. Like, no, it's because my parents, they don't really care for that material. It was always just study as a kid.
Oh,
So,
man.
so, like, no, okay. Every time I wasn't studying, I was doing anything else to entertain myself, right? So Pokemon games, but like movies, you can't get that for free anywhere, okay, dude? You just gotta like figure it
Just
out.
pirate it online.
Just pirated
You get-
online.
Okay, maybe in 2005 when everything was basically free on YouTube and there was no such thing as copyright, you could. But now
Copyright.
no, because I remember on YouTube, I used to watch Danny Phantom episodes. I watched the entire series on YouTube, like every episode, full screen, HD quality on YouTube. It was great. I loved
Nice.
it. But
That
then,
sounds awesome.
I remember when I was
yeah, it was
little, I
great.
watched the
loved it. I
entirety.
love the old YouTube.
I watched like 3 animes on YouTube.
You know what I saw on Reddit? I saw this post on Reddit basically saying that they post SpongeBob episodes on Pornhub, like full SpongeBob episodes.
Wait.
Oh yeah, because there's still
Yeah.
there's like little copyright on there. Still.
No, there's 0 to none on there. Like you can, like this guy uploaded like a full movie. Like I think it was like Star Wars or something. He uploaded Star Wars.
Oh, he's
Oh,
doing
man.
something for the community. Nice.
And plus, people upload music videos there too. Like this guy uploaded "Revenge" from Minecraft, and one guy uploaded this video that made me die. It said how to get the ray gun in Black Ops multiplayer.
Oh no, what's it called? You have to do like a glitch and everything. I used to play Call. I'm the only person who plays Call. Or nah.
I play Call of Duty.
You do? Oh,
Yes,
interesting.
Warzone.
No, because I know you guys don't play like a lot of COD. I thought I was doing something.
Oh
No,
no!
I'm talking about old games. Well, yeah, I guess you say yeah.
Kamikaze.
Like, go.
You want to know something about me? It's not something embarrassing. It's just something dumb.
What?
I can't remember.
Oh, I have so many stories like that.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Via knows that.
Not on my level. I couldn't remember someone's name for like 2 months. Okay,
Hey, Via,
like,
do you
I
wanna
talked
hop
to this person regularly, and I couldn't remember the name for
No,
2 months. I could not. Because the way I speak, I'm always like, "Hey, you, hey," and then I
Hey, you.
yeah, I don't care about your name. I'm just like, "Oh, you're a nice person. I want to talk to you." So I pretty much already forgot all of your names. Don't take it personally. I do this to literally everyone, including my own family.
I'm pretty
So-
sure I haven't told you my name yet, so.
No, I know it's fine, but like anyone who is introduced to me, I don't know who you are. I
No,
just know talking to you. That's it.
Via knows that I had a hard time with 2 names in the 2nd grade. That I always get them confused, and she'd be like, "How do you get them confused?" And I'm like, "Oh, they look alike," and she's like, "They look nothing alike."
Yeah, they didn't. The only thing they had in common was their curly hair. That's it.
Oh boy.
Okay, I mixed them up somehow.
Hey,
Okay.
did you want to
One
hop
was
in? Via?
basically blonde, and the other was basically brunette. But only one had glasses. Only one had a mole, and only one had braces. Only
Jesus.
one.
Wait. Why is there only 3 people?
Via, did you want to hop in?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, go ahead.
But it's like, I just mixed them up somehow. I don't know how. And then for some reason, I just know like logic more for video games than anything else than like names.
I can tell, Walter. I can tell.
Yes. Like the Luminary, which is actually not
No,
the
it's
hero's
kind of
name.
embarrassing, but I kind of didn't want to keep dying in Smash, so I just went ahead and started practicing. Like,
Yeah, I can tell from the last time we played. I think you learned how to recover already. With
yeah, I did.
Yeah, you got better. That's a good thing.
You learned how to air dodge quicker than I
I'm
did.
tired of dying every time. I
Trust
know
me, it's
it's a
okay.
bummer,
Yep,
but I
dying,
always, like,
dying is a
Creep.
very good motivator to want to get good at Smash.
Creep Man, I did not know how to shield.
I literally did not know how to
Joker.
shield for like the
Jab,
longest
jab,
time,
jab.
and then Walter started destroying all of us at lunch. I'm like, okay, now I need to learn how to shield, because like literally the year before that we played, nobody shielded.
Want to know how to win?
Hmm?
You pick Ganondorf and he spams Smash.
If we're playing a free-for-all game, then that's a very good strategy.
It's a very viable strategy. Also, how
I'm
dare
in.
you? I was gonna kamikaze.
Oh, I'm sorry then.
How rude of you.
You know what? Okay, I remember. I was like, I need to learn how to recover. I'm literally so tired of falling off the edge and not knowing what to do. And then I'm like, okay, bomb recovery. I learned how to bomb recover. I'm like,
Whoa, that's so advanced.
Oh,
What
That's
no,
advanced.
no, I know
Jesus.
how to do it. how to do it. It's just like in the moment I like get scared and then like I forget what like buttons to press and then I'm like, oh crap.
What
You're playing
character
with
do you play?
Yeah, I know.
Like, I know
What character do you
how.
play?
Ooh,
God,
alright.
everyone just died.
Duh!
Hey, Via, what character do you play?
Everyone died. Everyone died. The
Via.
What character do you play?
Link.
She plays Kirby. Well, that's what she said she plays.
Well, that was because I didn't know what to do and I didn't know how to play anything
Yeah,
else.
Kirby's not the best, but he's okay if you're starting out.
Uh-oh.
Also,
Oh, she got a good.
Please
kill
don't tell me
there.
I'll kill.
Yeah, just pressing up B is
God
pretty
damn
much
it.
all you have to do.
No, yeah,
That's
upbeat
the
to Link is like the only thing you have to know how to do. Because
Yeah.
everything else sucks. Oh
Yeah,
shit,
pretty
oh
much.
shit, oh shit. Oh,
Bombing
God.
is if you can't get to ledge and you need an extra up B. Because
Mhm.
because technically if you hit yourself in this game, then that
Yo,
means that
yeah,
you get
Laggy.
you get to up B again. That's just how it works in this game.
Oh no 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 no!
Why did you
no,
up
no,
B?
no, no, no.
I'm gonna stay invincible and wait this out.
yeah,
that's really
I'm
smart.
just gonna stay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay down here. You should have been there for last game. Last game was so hectic with me, Montes, and Diego
I don't want
when
to talk to
he
you.
was playing Meta Knight.
Dude, I hate
Remember?
No, no,
Oh
no,
yeah,
no.
Montes is Meta Knight. Who got it? Who got it? Oh,
Well, like-
Walter headed out.
Oh god damn it.
Oh, well, look at the terrain!
You will suffer with me.
You will suffer the wrath of Gru.
I'll stuff you
Ow.
all on the crest.
Yeah.
Oh, that was very inappropriate.
It's a call for Despicable Me.
Wait, what? What did he say?
I will stuff you all in the crust.
I don't remember that. What? Wait,
You remember when they say they want pizza and they're like, ooh, stuffed
Oh.
crust. They're like, ooh,
Second.
because you know he's on the video call with like that big.
Oh yeah! Now I remember. Bro, I have slow brain, so.
Okay, so and everybody knows about Illumination, right? The animation company.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the company doesn't try anymore. Yeah.
No, they're the worst
Yeah.
animation company ever. Like, I think they're the worst.
The only thing
'Cause
good
they
about
don't-
them is their animation, which is
Yeah, that's the only thing good that they make is their animation looks really good.
Right. Mm.
Oh, meaty death.
Final Fashion to Punish. But like Illumination, they make good trailers, bad movies. That's pretty much the.
No, they
rule of
don't. They
thumb.
don't really make it.
They know
Like
how to
their movies
do
are just so
No, like
fucking generic.
no, like they
Just
no,
make
they
them
make good trailers. Like I'm not gonna lie,
No,
their trailers are pretty good, but like their
I like-
movies are not. Because the only good
I like
parts of the movie are the parts that show up in the trailer.
I like how Cream
And they're not even that
had an
good.
option. Either A, go for a fully charged, for a charged forward smash psych up, or go into a jab, and he just chose jab. He was like, choose jab, choose jab, choose jab.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was dirty.
So, cause like remember earlier how you said that Walter,
I see that kamikaze.
how Walter bought all of those books. That reminded me of a series I used to be like really into as a kid. It's like these Star Wars origami
Yeah,
books.
I'm probably not gonna win. Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Goodbye. Does anybody
Goodbye,
did
Lomeli.
anybody know about
Go,
that?
heroes.
The Star Wars origami books? Anybody read that when they were a kid?
No.
It was
I
just me.
haven't read Star Wars.
Oh god, whoa, what was that angle?
Oh, it's just me then.
Oh, you know what? There is this one thing that like all the kids loved in when I don't think you remember this, Walter, but like Ninjago was like everything to me.
Oh yeah, Ninjago.
Ninjago.
Hey,
No, the thing is that because I was a female, I could never be included in any conversations about Ninjago with anyone.
They should just sing the song together, guys. Ninja, ninja.
The Weekend Whip. Yeah, it's still a pretty good song. I have it on my playlist.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
I
like
love that
Ninjago?
song. It's actually really good.
so wait,
Spectate this next game.
I'm gonna dress. So for Halloween, I'm gonna dress up as this character, and I'm gonna play him for you. And this is the character that I'm gonna dress up for Halloween.
Or it's
Oh,
the Joker again.
wait, you know the new the new Adams movie that came out a few months ago?
Oh, Adam's
Yeah,
Family.
you know Cousin It.
Oh,
My friend dressed up as Cousin It, and like full hair too. It was insane.
Are you
Like-
spectating, Diego?
yeah.
The day of Halloween, she was just hair. It was beautiful.
Oh my god, look at all these sword fighters. Oh no.
Oh,
I'm gonna dress up.
which one's
I'm gonna
Walter's
dress-
character?
I'm gonna have to start spamming upbeat.
I'm gonna dress up as that character that I'm playing as
Are you
for
gonna punch
Halloween.
me with the upbeat?
Are you gonna dress up as
I mean,
Hero?
that's an old. That's the only time I can get an actual.
I'm gonna dress up as Hero.
Here.
Oh, you're dressing up as Hero.
Specifically the bandana Hero.
Okay.
You know what's something I've wanted. You know what's something I've wanted to. You know what's something I've wanted to be reality for a long time. Like, I want to make I want to make like a movie. Like, what if the costume you wore on Halloween you actually became that character?
Oh, that'd be so fun.
Oh yeah,
Like, let's say
sounds
if
like
you
a
were
cool
like
idea.
Mario, you turn into Mario.
Reality is.
It's me.
Reality can be
Mario.
whatever I want to be.
No, reality can often be disappointing, honestly.
Oh.
Plays Hero, gains magical powers.
Yeah,
Plays
Rea-
Luigi,
no,
has
reality
the
can
power
also
to
be
suck with a
whatever you want it to
vacuum.
be.
Reality is often disappointing.
But what if you're Bowser, dude? You can command a whole army.
When we give
yeah.
Creeman the ideas of thumbnail, reality can be whatever I want it to be.
Yeah, because you all gave me the idea of the thumbnail last time, and I was like,
Min
yes,
Min,
I'm
yeah.
making this. Just all the Min-Mins with the Pog Lomeli face.
Min Min.
Whew.
Oh, you gotta zoom. Wow, lucky boy.
I'm really good. I'm really good at getting
Oh
those.
my god, it scared me.
Oh my god.
Hocus Pocus.
I'm really.
Oh, you coward.
I didn't even see Hocus Pocus.
It was the top one.
Well, I was paying attention to Kaboom.
Oh, there's final smashes? What the heck?
Yes, there's final smashes, brother.
You didn't.
That's
Oh
boring.
yeah.
I'm just kidding, that's fun.
Oh, of course.
Final smashes are the
Lomeli.
opposite of
I-
boring.
You're the only
Why are you
one in the lead. I had to.
That's very. It's very.
Now I'm
that's
in the
very
lead. Okay,
elitist.
no, I'm not.
Oh no.
Oh, he has the power to change fate.
I'm done. I'm done. Oh wait, what?
Oh, it was
Nothing. I did nothing.
because it wasn't Final Smash powered. It was meter powered.
Lily, you look like you're. Oh well, look.
Who'd
Oh,
you
I got
get?
Oh,
both.
wait, I think you got two of us. You got two of us, I think.
Either way, it's a win-win.
No, I'm safe.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
once.
Oh, oh no, I fast forward!
F.
You could have lived. You
I
could
fast forward. I fast forward. I'm such a dummy.
I just love when I get the random stuff on people, and it's just funny because I just got 2 whacks. It was funny because remember when I got 2 whacks yesterday, Diego, on Montes, and
Oh,
I was
God,
like,
yeah.
oh, that was so. I felt so bad after those games. I was like, oh no.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god.
Oh, you were so close to dying. Oh shit!
I thought I wouldn't be able to
Here
recover.
we go again. You guys might want to bundle up close.
Ka-clang!
Oh,
The
that's
only
funny.
time it's actually
You're using
useful.
Ka-clang. You're using Ka-clang to... Does that,
Bro,
does
that's
that even help?
you
That's
become
literally- yeah,
invincible to everything. But like
No,
but you're
I feel
vulnerable
that
when it
way, no
ends.
way.
Like that's the only
know-
time I've seen Ka-clang be useful.
You know, whenever I play online, sometimes I'll like defeat a few people. I don't think people realize that all they have to do to win against me is knock me off. That's it. If you knock me off, if you knock me
Okay,
off,
when you start getting more experience with Link, he actually becomes pretty good. The only time you win if you just knock them off the stage is if you play against a little Mac.
That was so funny. That was so lucky when I got Ka-clang. I was like, where's Ka-clang? And then it just comes up
Oh,
first. I
what's
was
it
like,
called?
you know
got
all
you.
Walker would do when I first like played with him for the very first time. All he
before
had
Joker.
It was no. Remember like at that one project and like you're like let's take a break and then you convinced me to play Smash with you and I knew I was gonna get destroyed. That's why I didn't want to play
We don't start the next game. I'm
because I
gonna.
didn't think I'd have fun because I knew I'd get
This should
destroyed.
be.
But it was
I'm
kind
gonna
of
be
fun.
King K.
It
I'm
was
gonna be
fun.
King
Yeah,
K.
It
Link is a good character. Link is a good character. He's a good character. Oh, what's it called?
I love
His
his-
sword
after the-
is strong. Just
Yeah,
use
his sword's
sword
very
attack.
strong. His forward tilt's very, very strong.
Yeah, and do dash attack. And then
Yeah.
that
His,
stuff.
his projectiles are really good. They're really good for what they are.
Okay, but I'm glad, Vivaldi, that you didn't pick Samus. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to press ready.
Dude, I have like no experience with Samus. Why would I ever?
Sorry, I was just putting my
Okay,
charger
I'm
into
glad
my
you
laptop.
don't because that's Bowser's direct counter, and I made Bowser, so it's like a big disadvantage.
Yeah, he hates any long range
He hates
characters against
Samus.
Bowser.
No, I just hate Samus players.
And I
Anybody who
hate-
plays Samus, I don't like.
No, I hate Samus too. It's very annoying.
Oh,
Alright, well, that was that video. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe, comment on it, and don't forget to...
Listen.